Hello, what's up my good people? It's my hope that you're doing well. It's your guy Bernard again. Welcome back to my channel. It's my hope that you're doing well. So first and foremost, just want to say thank you for your views, your comments, subscription, you sharing your videos, taking your time to sit with us and share these things that affects our daily lives. I really appreciate it and I can never thank you guys enough. So today I'm here again with another huge topic as far as understanding, like a relationship, interrelationship, being in a relationship, having a boyfriend, having a girlfriend, having a partner, being in marriage and all that stuff is concerned, and as well as being in a relationship. I just want to say that there are some things that we need to take care of before we even go to the main topic. So, the main reason why we're here, one is why relationships always have drama. We always have drama in relationships because of these first decisions that we make before we got into the relationship, this relationship and start moving on with it. Because relationship is like business. Relationship is like raising a child. When you don't put energy into it, when you don't put time into it, when you don't invest into it, it dies. So the thing is, if you're in a relationship, you need to always invest in it. That is time, energy, even your resources. And it's very, very important to have a healthy relationship, but it won't happen unless you invest all of these three things, which is your time, energy, and resource. That if you do, you're able to achieve the utmost healthiest relationship ever found on earth. Okay, so onto my number one point. Which are these decisions that we make before getting into a relationship that make our relationship have dramas? So number one thing that people fail to understand is you get in the middle of confusion between Mr. Right and Mr. Wrong. You get into the situation whereby you don't know if you say yes or no. You don't know if this is the right guy or this is the wrong guy. You just feel like, oh, I've seen he's a strong guy, that's fine. I've seen he's handsome, that's fine. I've seen he has a car, and that's fine. But then you don't realize that there are more to just the physical, not the physique that you see on a person. There's more to that than just to looking at the person on the outside, looking at a person on how they dress. There's more to just a person. There's more hidden with his face, with that smile, with that frown, and everything with that person. That's more hidden that you need to be really smart, really wise to be able to dig out, to understand this person correctly. And first, before I go to this point, I'd like to say that relationship starts by greetings, seeing one another in greetings. Then you create a mutual interest for one another. Then after that, you become friends. Then after friends, you take it to the next level. That is, you decide to be boyfriend and girlfriend, or woman and wife. You see, husband and wife. And then that's the level that it takes then. But before you take this decision, what is it that we need to make sure that doesn't go wrong at the starting point, so that when you have your relationship, it is a relationship minus the dramas, because the dramas are unhealthy. The dramas doesn't make sense, because you get to do a lot of bad things when you have dramas. You have people who cannot hold these dramas, hold on to these dramas, and keep going on with their life. So the thing is, we really need to, what we need to do is to stick to our game. When we stick to our game, when talking about sticking to your game, is you being smart enough to understand this person is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Being smart enough to know that this is the person that you'll be going to with all your secrets, the person that you'll be open to like a book, the person that you'll be open to like a bride today. You see, by this I mean there are things that you need to look out into a person. Like you meet Bernard today, you don't know him, but what do? What is that will make you know Bernard more? Because there are some things that you need to put. Also, a lot of women for a long time have put these things around themselves. They've surrounded themselves with some security. So you go to a girl, you say, "Hi, lady, I want to know you more. What's your name? Tell me about you." Then she'll say, oh, you can know me more because, I'm seeing someone. I'm in a serious relationship, or rather, I'm married. Yes, so you see, all this has been a song that when you go to meet a woman, and maybe she's not interested, or maybe she's not yet sure about it, she will tell you this. And maybe I can say that men have gotten used to this, and then maybe they've even actually invented another form of how they get into they get to you as women or as ladies or as girls. They've known the other way of coming through that. They're saying it's not okay. It's okay if you have a boyfriend, we can be friends, and then from there, it starts like just like that. Just start like that. But then sometimes you tell someone you're a boyfriend, but then they come today. They don't give up, they come back tomorrow. So I'm going to give you a new adage from your guy Bernard. A person who comes back for something goes back with it. You know what I'm saying? If someone is serious and is determined to get something, he will definitely get it. But then let me tell you, if you tell Bernard today that you are in a relationship, then Bernard comes in after 1 week and tell him you're in a relationship, and maybe after the third time he comes back with present and he's trying to lavish you, trying to spoil you. You see, at the end of the day, you lose. You get to lose the game, and then you accept Bernard, not knowing what the kind of person Bernard really is. You see, yeah. So what I think here is, however how much they try to come to you, not giving up. You see, even after you tell them that you're in a relationship, you're committed to someone, you don't want to do this, and they still come back to you, tempting and doing all that stuff. What you need to do is to face them with the reality. Tell him, okay, Bernard, you want to have me? You want to be with me? Come on, so let's go get tested for this kind of disease and this kind of disease. And after we've been tested, we will still have our life safe. We will still have a cautious life. You see, because then I won't be so sure that we've tested and now we're safe and we're good to go. No. First thing I need to know if you're able to take a risk for me. I'm going to ask you, when last did you have, were you tested for this kind of disease or this other diseases? I mean, let's just talk, honestly, these sexually transmitted diseases. We ask them, when last did they test? If they hadn't tested for a long time and they come back, that's the right guy. I don't want to tell you anything. That's the Mr. Right guy. Because you see, if a guy is ready to take a risk, if a guy is ready to go into something, I mean, if a guy is ready to go walk into a pit, closing his eyes for you, then this is a guy. It's a guy who's ready to take risk for you. He's ready to leave his fears for you. He's ready to go against his will for you. You see what I'm saying? So I think it makes a lot of sense when someone agrees. When someone agrees to, like, saying. When someone agrees to, like, let's say when someone says yes to some things like this, it means that they're ready for you, and they'll do whatever it takes to have you and to be with you, and just to make sure that you're happy, not just to have you, but also to make sure that you're happy. And then another thing also that I want to talk about when it comes to this, it's a kind of person that introduces you to their parents, to their family members, their uncles, their foster parents. They get to tell you that, in case my phone isn't ringing anymore, it's a place you can go find me. In case you're not finding me anymore, there's somewhere you can find me. In case I did something wrong and you feel like you need to get it out, or maybe not with me, someone else, this is the person that you need to come to. This is my dad, this is my mom, this is my uncle, this is my brother. This is the person you can come to. So you see, this person is giving you another blueprint. Sorry about that. Okay, so this person is giving you like another blueprint. Okay, so I just want to talk about something small about the blueprint. Blueprint is like, let's say we're building a huge house, like a huge bungalow. So if you have a well-designed blueprint of the bungalow will be as amazing as possible. That's why it's so important that we see the first step that we take before we get into a relationship. Then we're able to see to either we're in a better relationship that we had been before, a relationship that we will never wish we left. You see, so these things you put someone into test. You know, it's not just putting someone into test, but yes, to realize, it's just to see to it that you're healthy, that this person that you're trying to plan your future with is healthy. And if you're healthy, your health comes first. You can do anything that you want to do as long as you're healthy. But if you're sick and you're trying to build huge buildings and do all these big stuff, trying to run business, trying to invest and reinvest, it then doesn't make sense, because then for what will it be? So I think the best thing is that if a person agrees to stay straight with you, to go in the line of being healthy with you, I think that's the person to say yes to. But all the same, it's also good to listen to instinct, because at times you could be going with someone to go get tested, and then they're not sure, they kind of like just pushing themselves into it. And I think it's really good that you find out about the person you want to get involved with, try to listen to them, see. Yes, but I think the best thing to do is first to start just as friends, and then see how things go. Yeah, you start as friends, but then as you go this way, you know each other's health status, which is very, very important. And then the most important thing, if this guy introduces you to your parents, it means that they're responsible and they're ready to take the responsibility, not just because you're looking at them, but because there are also other people that are looking at them, and people that he want to hold him accountable in case anything doesn't go right between the two of you. So I think up to that, that's just my point. And I believe that we all have our decisions. You know, if you're old enough, if you're above 18 years, you're old enough to make your own decision. But then I was just thinking that this point will help you somehow, some way, somewhat make the decisions that you will never regret. Because, you know, the moment you're choosing to stay with someone, the moment you're choosing someone, the moment you're saying yes, you don't know if you are doing the right thing or the wrong thing unless you see the signs. So the signs will help you. See, like I met a lady she said that so many guys came to her and they asked her for a relationship, but whenever she mentioned about going to be tested, these guys would disappear into the thin air. So I think if someone is serious and they keep coming back to you, no matter what you tell them about you, no matter they tell them you're not into relationship, you just want to relax, you just want to stay free, and they still keep coming, you know, they're determined to have you, they feel that you're the person for them, I think it's good to be honest with them and go with them through the procedure of getting tested and getting to know each other's health first, the first thing first, the number one thing. And then the number two is getting the introduction part, where they get to let you know who their family members are, and then the other part is if they're caring. If you should not just be the kind of guy that call you only at night, the kind of guy that only want to meet you somewhere at the wee hours when only the two of you know. You should be the kind of guy that want to meet you during the day, the kind of guy that calls you during the day, the kind of guy that understands you, appreciates you. You see what I'm saying? The kind of guy is caring, you see, full of love and some sort of things like this. I believe with that we are able to choose actually the right partner. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. This thing has been my chest for so long, and I wanted to give it to you guys because I feel there are people outside there that the people outside there that don't know what to do. At a point, you know that you're at a crossroad and you don't know what to do. And I feel if you listen to this and you're able to relate to the real life situation, you're able to fight the bad relationship. You're able to be in a better relationship without regrets. You're able to do your things without regrets, whereby you realize that you made a decision and you're happy about it, and you know that helps also to keep the next generation coming in, because then we make decisions with a clear mind, with no regrets. You see, we don't just jump in things because you don't know what to do. Yeah, you know, with girls sometimes it gets a little bit tricky because everyone likes sweet words. Trust me, even me, I love sweet words. But no, sweet words are not always truth. Sometimes they're a bunch of lies. You see, but then bunch of lies lets you make decision. What will happen tomorrow to your life? Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you for watching. Big respect. Isa.